This is Lady Myya. Hello, you guys. We are back with another podcast. Guys, I have company. Her name is Ms. Ronnie. She is a health and wellness person, and she is getting to the bottom of why we are not being healthy, you guys, okay? So we're going to talk to her, and she's going to talk to us and tell us, hey, this is something you can do while you are doing all the extra things and you're working and you're being your best person, but you can be better. All right, you guys. So we want to welcome Ms. Ronnie. Hello, beloved.
So I'm in Los Angeles. I know you're on the East Coast. Yeah, this has been a wacky year. I mean, God bless us. We're making it through the best we can. But I'm a personal trainer and have been a personal trainer since 2011. But lately, this past year, like a lot of us, I would venture to say, Lady Myya, our worlds were turned upside down in March. It's like, what? And a lot of my clients, they just talk to me through their sessions, or afterwards we just sit and talk because I've been Zooming. We're all creating our new norm, aren't we? Like a lot of us have started working out at home, started working at home. The husband or the partner's working at home. The kids are at home, going to school at home. So all of a sudden it's like everybody's sharing the dining room table. You know what I mean? And everybody's sharing the home. So it's been, people are doing the best they can. But a lot of my clients and a lot of women have been telling me that for several reasons. Mindset, they just feel like they have to always be on that computer and always working and being productive. And then at the end of the day, they feel like they need more hours. You would think working at home, lady, that we would have more time to take care of ourselves. People, I guess, are overwhelmed. Also, a lot of them don't want to work out at home because they feel a little self-conscious. Everybody's at home. They walk in on them. And everybody else is just busy. But that's an age-old problem, even before all this. It's just now the busy is different because you're taking care of the rest of the family, or even if you're single, you're still taking care of work and other things while at home. You're still trying to be productive. So I've been turning more into not just a personal trainer, but into a fitness coach. And what I mean by coach is I'm a fitness plan designer. Everybody's kind of dubbed me because we sit down and we go, okay, what's going on? And we look at people's lives and what is like your biggest barrier, biggest challenge? What is your biggest frustration? What's worrying you in the morning when you get up? What's the first thing that's worrying you in the morning? I hear, and I don't know if you're hearing this, it's like, oh, so much I've got to do today, but I'm going to get it done. And people are like over planning, or the thing that they worry about when they go to bed at night, it's like, oh, did I get everything done? That's like the biggest complaint. The fear of, I've gained 4 pounds. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, 10 pounds now. And, we're not talking, weight is not the problem. It's you not seeing what you're doing and not taking care of yourself. And we really have to stay healthy now. We have learned nothing else during this pandemic, no matter what fitness level you are, no matter where in the country you are, being healthy as you can be, will either A, help you not get sick, whether it's the virus or other things, the flu, be in a better disposition if you do get it, and B, be more mentally prepared for anything that may happen. Stress levels are going up, and your stress can make you sick as well and bring your immunity down. So that's really what we're doing is I'm planning, I'm having everybody tell me what they've been doing. Like I just got a new client who told me she signed up for a booty challenge and then all these apps, and now she's got subscriptions out the wazoo and she's not using them. Like the subscriptions. So just haul it back, break it down, and I help them design where they can breathe. Yes, I can fit fitness in my life. It's not another thing that's added. It's just part of your life. And we find where we can make it happen and how we can make it happen. And the things that she's paid for, I went on her subscription and I looked at it. I'm like, oh, okay, we can fit this on Tuesday. And okay, get up in the morning and just do 1 minute of calisthenics. I'm just giving you an example. 1 minute every day. Make it like brushing your teeth. That's it. 1 minute before you check the emails, before you fix the breakfast for everybody, before you feed the cat, the dog, whatever. 1 minute every day, 40, 60 days, it starts becoming a habit. It's just what you do. You know what I mean? Like everybody says, you might have, do you have a ritual in the morning? Do you have like a meditation or a prayer ritual or something?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Share. What do you do in the morning? What's your ritual?
Well, I mean, my thing is basically just kind of like zoning out, just getting ready and deciding, how I'm going to get up. And so I decide that I'm going to get up happy and healthy and just going.
There you go. And so for a lot of people, right after you do that, you can just do some jumping jacks, some crunches, some squats, whatever, stretch. Give yourself 1 minute, no more. Start like that and then build up. But every morning without fail, and then it just becomes normal to your psyche, normal to your brain. So that's what I've been doing. And I see that it's really helping people more look at it in a positive side rather than, oh, it's something else to do. Because really the hardest thing about working out is tying that shoelace and getting started.
True.
And it's the sense of accomplishment afterward. And no matter what's going on in your life, and everybody has different issues, some people have type 2 diabetes, or some people are anemic, or some people have high cholesterol. We take all that into account, or at least I do with my clients, and then I find what's right, what will work for them, what nutrition plan, because there's a difference between diets and a diet plan. Like a diet could be the new Danko diet or the Mediterranean diet or a different form of keto, whatever. But then there are diet plans like Weight Watchers and Noom and all of those. So we take it apart, not make it so difficult because everybody wants to do different things. So there are women that love to plan their meals and cook a week ahead. I would never do that. I would go insane, on Sunday doing that and put it on Tupperware. But it works for a lot of people because they like to know that they have it there during the week. So we find what's really your lifestyle, your mindset, your time, your schedule, and then put it into what will work for you and make you feel better. So you don't feel like it's overload all the time. Know what I mean?
True. Very true. I like that because there's a lot of times, like you said, doing just a minute before you get to the next thing that you have on the list. That's interesting because, I guess for me, I don't get to think in between the things that I gotta do.
Yeah.
And so I'm more so okay, I'm multitasking and I'm doing a whole array of things. So it's just okay, I start this thing in the middle of this thing while I'm starting something else. And so it's like a whole drawn out day after, everything is kind of said and done. I can't even say that it is at that point. I don't know, maybe, I'll hold it on till tomorrow. I can finish tomorrow or whatever. But I think that is interesting. Maybe I can, do a crunch, between one or two.
Think about how much you can do, Lady Myya. How much you can do in 5 minutes. I dare you to do a 5-minute plank. There's no way. So in 5 minutes, you can do a 1-minute plank, some squats, a couple of push-ups. Well, I don't know what your limit of push-ups is, but do 3 rounds of push-ups. In 5 minutes, you can get a lot in. Just do it, like Nike says. And 5 minutes, you'll be so proud. But get it done more morning or mid-morning, because if not, it's going to escape you. It sounds like that's more you. It's going to escape you, and it won't get done at the end of the day.
It just won't now.
Just do it in the morning. Now, I'm different, but that's me. I like to work out at the very end of the day but I do my morning routine, but I work out at the end of the day after I've trained everybody, I've taken care of my coaching, my administrative stuff, and then finally it's I end it, okay, that's it, I'm going to work out, I'm going to shower, I'm going to relax. This is my time now. But that's what works for me, because I like to be nice and showered before I eat dinner and then just climb into bed. That's me, because I found that's what works for me. That kind of caps my day. And even if I don't feel like it, it's I know, no matter what, if I start doing something, I'll work out. Before all these gym closures, and people are watching in different parts of the country, but here they're closed. But before all these closures, I would just tell people, when you leave work, before you leave work, dress for the part, dress for the gym at work. Put on your tennis shoes, your workout wear. when you get in that car to go home, if you're dressed to go to the gym, you're more than likely going to go. And I would tell people, I don't care if you go to the gym and sit there and people watch 10 minutes. I don't care if you do nothing. Get in that gym and go on that workout floor. You know you're going to work out. Inevitably, they start doing something and they work out. Okay? Even if it's just like, oh, I'm just going to get on the bike or on the elliptical, or I'm going to do some of the machines, I'm going to lift weights, and they end up working out. It's always worked. It's just getting started. That's the hardest part. Now that people are at home or going to parks, it's just going. So the best thing to do, and it sounds so easy, but then you look at your schedule, and like you said, you're a multitasker, is really start doing blocking time. If you, let's say you have appointments with a doctor, an attorney, your dentist, you're not going to just like all of a sudden at the last minute go, oh no, I can't, I don't have time, I've got this to do, and not show up, right?
Right.
Or your client, you're going to show up for your client.
Of course.
Or, you know, whatever. It's like, where are you? Or fire you.
Yes.
Make yourself your own client. You are worthy. And the thing is, and we all know this, but it's good to face what's bothering you the most. Is it like not feeling good in your own skin? Is it pinching that inch? Is it you're tired of feeling like I'm just not as sexy and as young as I used to be? No matter what age. People say that in their 20s too. It's so funny. People, what is it? What's your biggest fear? That you're never going to be able to get in shape again?
Right.
You know, and the thing is, you got to take step one and get help. Get help. You're not going to fix your own tooth. You go to a dentist for it. Get a trainer, because that ultimately is going to help you save money and help you feel free and in control. Get help with a fitness coach. Maybe get an accountability partner. Maybe the one thing I do see is a lot of friends enroll their friends, like, okay, we're going to go walking tomorrow no matter what. And inevitably, a buddy or a friend, that falls off by the wayside unless you guys are really committed. So make sure no matter what, if your buddy can't work out with you and you guys have decided to, you work out anyway. Start scheduling it, however your way of scheduling is. Mine is a Google Calendar, and I see all these colors. If people use Google Calendar, they know what I'm talking about. You know, I schedule everybody with different colors, and I'm purple. I'm my only purple because that's my favorite color. But I see it's like I made an appointment with myself. I don't care if I only end up spending 10 minutes for myself. You know you're going to do a workout, or you're going to find an online workout. Make an appointment with yourself, because when you do work out, you work your hormones. And your hormones are what your metabolism is. People think that metabolism, they're born with it, like, oh, I've got a slow metabolism, and as I get older, she's getting slower. Well, you must have a fast metabolism. It's like, Lady Myya, we weren't born out of our mommy's wombs with metabolisms. We create that. Metabolism is two things. Their hormones are unique hormones, and the rate at which we burn calories. And burning calories isn't just, I don't know, eating or digesting. Burning calories, you're burning calories breathing. You're burning calories reading. You're burning calories just surviving. You're burning calories in how your body functions, the circulation. It's very slow, but it's burning. So your hormones are your metabolism. And then each one of us has a rate, and that depends on the type of food you eat, okay, the toxins. You know, and I'm not being all woo-woo, but it depends. If you eat nothing but refined sugars, your body's just like going up and down, affecting your endocrine glands, affecting your hormones, and that's what's screwing up your metabolism. Okay, so we can get it all into that, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. So it is always your hormones. And the other thing is, well, it's the rate at which it burns energy. Fat is energy. Okay, so if you just do, let's say, 100 calorie burn and a hit, great. But if all you do is walk the dog and you think, well, that's good enough. Well, it's great for the dog, but you know, it's not for you. So you have to not just diet, not just say, okay, I'm only going to do 1,200 calories a day. That'll take you forever to burn the amount of energy or fat that you need. So, and plus you're going to starve and you're going to fall off that darn diet. You need to eat, and you need to find out how much you should eat, and then add exercise to that, especially weight training. And that doesn't mean bulk up and be all bulky and use heavy weights. It means work your muscles, because when your muscles recuperate, it needs energy. It needs energy to recuperate. Well, what's energy? Fat. So that increases the rate at which you burn fat. It also de-stresses you. It also helps your cardiovascular system. It also helps get rid of all these, we all have toxins. I mean, we're breathing in toxins. That's just, no, we are. I mean, we all have toxins.
You
That's
are.
natural. So people can't just think, oh, well, I've got a slow metabolism. At any age, at any fitness level, you can change your metabolism. I do it all the time with my clients. And you feel better, whatever's ailing you, whatever illness is, you recuperate better from a cold, from surgery. The better shape you are in to recuperate from you recuperate better from an injury or any health problem. It helps existing health problems.
I like that because, you know, a lot of the times, okay, so my favorite thing is, because I wake up in a lot of pain. So this is why I said I have to see how I'm going to be in the morning. And so, so then I'm more so, well, if as long as I keep moving, my pain will go away, because, you know, a lot of the times they say that your body is just it's your body's way of telling you we need to move, we need to get, you know, activities in our limbs and different things like that. And so I'm like, okay, I guess, you know, the older you get, these things don't pop back as fast. Like, okay, no, all right, it is what it is. But I think you're right, you know, definitely making up your mindset to try something different, to do something different, to, you know, to train it to do something that minute before you even do something different. That is a different way of doing it, I think. And I think that's interesting as well. Like, what did you go through to make that your thing?
Well, what made it my thing is my clients talking.
Because we have to.
And a lot of people are having problems with their physical space. Like I said, I couldn't believe, but now I believe it. Women just didn't want to work out at home because they didn't want people walking in on them, or they didn't know where. They don't want to work out in the middle of the living room. So I've had people go around with their laptop and it's like, let's make that your corner, or let's make that your room. And you tell the entire family, I need support in this. I want to work out. This is my area. And that's also mentally good for you. You know that's your area. Because you can't eat and work on your business and your job and work out and do everything in one spot all day. You got to go away and change the view. Okay? Yes. So there are areas in your room, maybe your bedroom, somewhere where you can work out, or outside a certain area, depending where you are in the country in the winter. But also we incorporate going to a park, we incorporate online classes, we incorporate you going out in your neighborhood. So whatever it takes, we find how to make it work. And also we look at your schedule, we'll see where we can fit it. You know, I have people training sometimes 3 times a day, meaning 10 minutes. Later on in the afternoon, they take 10 minutes, that's it, you leave me alone. And 10 minutes, they work out, and then they cap off their day with a 10-minute workout. That works out for some people, and then it doesn't feel like overwhelming, like, oh, I need an hour. Other people will only work out 2 or 3 times a week. That's great, we make it work. There are ways to make it work. It really is. And think about it. If you had, okay, we're going to get a little crass. If you had to go to the bathroom for 10 minutes, who's going to stop you?
No one.
You can take your time for you. And a lot of people have have a hard time not letting it spill over to, well, I got to get this done for my kids, or I got to get this done for my husband or my partner or whoever. It's like, yeah, but they'll also understand if you say, okay, I'm going to take 10 minutes, guys, or I'm going to take half an hour, bye-bye. And they start seeing that that's the norm. Because there's always going to be work to do. There's always going to be laundry to fold. There's always going to be another client to call. You're always going to be busy. So at some point, you just got to carve it out and make it work for you.
That is very true.
Very. We're so accomplished. My favorite part of working out is the shower afterwards. I think that's why I like working out at the end of the day. It's like, yes, I'm done. I go to the shower and it feels so good.
That makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. Okay, so with you doing all this, right? And so everybody's like, what type of feedback are you getting? You know, I know they're feeling good.
That's the feedback. If you're not watching the video, I just sighed. That's the feedback. Like, how'd you do today? How are you doing today? Did you fit it in? And It's not accountability like nagging. It's more like, okay, if this didn't work, why, and then okay, we'll make it work like this then. And it's just a sigh of relief, like, yeah, this can work. Yes, I can make time for myself.
Exactly.
And yes, you start seeing that you start feeling better. You start feeling sexier. You start feeling more in control and relaxed and seeing the positive side of it.
Right. No, I hear you, because like I think it's important to definitely view stuff like that, because like you said, it's never going to be a time if we made it, and so like if we had it our way, we, like you said, that'd be the first thing to go. And I think that's really, really important, because like we do have to take care of ourselves. I was just in a meeting today, and they were talking about how we're not taking care of ourselves. And they were saying the women, they know how to take care of themselves. And I was just like, not really. I don't think that's altogether true, because I've known so many women that work so hard, and they do so much for everybody else but themselves.
Yep.
And so the one woman did say, she said, why would you work so hard for everyone else, and when it's your time, you're not even around for people to take care of you? But it is true.
Did it relate to you, or did you relate to that at all?
Not now, because sis, I'm an empty nester, so ain't nobody but me and my husband.
But are you making time for yourself, even with you and your husband? Are you making time for yourself?
Maybe not. Not as much.
Always something to do and always something to take care of.
It really is. I think when you have ooh, I've been working through this headache all day, and I'm like, hey, how's everybody? And I'm like, it's pounding. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I do this not just for me. I do this for my fans. I do this for, everyone else, and you try to, you don't want to be that type of person that just make it all about you all the time. You want to make it about other people, but then you don't want it to be about everybody but you, at the same time.
I like that. Yeah, exactly.
I like that. So I think that's just something that we have to kind of, you got to balance that thing out. I know there's a way, but to really, really just have something that is so strategic in doing something like that, and just kind of like, okay, well, this is this.
When you have somebody else, because you always think, oh, I can figure it out for myself. Okay, I'll plan it for myself. I'll go online, and they find all these fitness plans online. They read all these blogs, and then you get bogged down with all this information on different diets, nutrition, and workouts, and do this. No, don't do that. Do this. And you get bogged down. So really, it's worth your time to just relieve yourself and get help. I think that's what I have found when you say what's the feedback is people feel relief. This is like, okay, it doesn't have to be that complicated. And yeah, that's just it. It doesn't have to be that complicated. And it frees them up to feel okay about fitting exercise and feels okay to fit fitness in your life, whatever that means for you. And to vary it up. Like sometimes, if you don't feel like working out, do a yoga online. Do a stretch class, I mean. Or yeah, go for a fast walk. I got one lady started working out. She was busy, working from home, but her company's always depending on her. She was doing their marketing. And I said, okay, before the whole day starts, go somewhere for 15 minutes. Walk as fast as you can. You gotta go back. That's 15 minutes back, half an hour, you're done. If you work out later, awesome. If everything goes to hell, at least you got that 30 minutes in the morning. Know what I mean? And now she saw that works. No one's gonna bug her before her workday starts.
Right.
So you find how to strategically, because let's say you had an emergency. And I know people say, yeah, but people need me and I'm busy, but let's say you had an emergency, you go. And people understand. So the world didn't fall apart and your job didn't, they understand. So you set your office hours, you set your work hours, and make that exercise part of that daily plan, no matter what. And even and don't drop it. It's like, no, I'm going to do this. And let's say you carved out an hour to work out. Don't let it slip into that hour. Like, okay, I said 4 o'clock. Okay, it's 4:10. I'm going. Oh my God, it's already 4:30. No, just boom, 4, go. Maybe 5 minutes. Start. If you cut it short at the end, that's better than letting it go into the beginning of that time you set aside, because more often than not, it's like, oh, what the heck, I can't work out. I don't have time now. So when it's your time, go. And then if you cut it short at the end, at least you did something.
That's true.
So for you, I think it would be great, since you take the time in the morning, go, this is going to be a great day. That's a perfect time to boom, do something. If it's jumping jacks or mountain climbers, change it up every day. But do it 1 minute, no more, 1 minute. And it will become a habit. And you gotta do it. If you say, I can't brush my teeth until I do, and you know you want to brush your teeth.
Yes.
To see what's working, what's not working, we can modify. We can modify the schedule. We can modify the type of exercise. So I'm there to support them. I'm there to hold them accountable. I'm there to save them money, so they're not wasting all their time and money on yet another subscription, another online blog, another $600 diet plan. You know what I mean? So really, okay. So that's what I give to my clients, is like, I do all the homework for them, and then I present it to them, and I tailor the fitness solutions. So it works for you.
So how can my Mayan tribe reach you, dear heart?
Well, I think you're posting some of my handles. Where do you post those?
They're gonna be at the bottom.
Okay, good. I'm not a technological wizard, but I'm Hey Ronnie. My website is heyronnie.com. Hey Ronnie. And you can find me on Facebook, and I think you've got it up on Facebook. I'm Ronnie Loiza Fitness Plan Designer. Ronnie Loiza Fitness Plan Designer. I design it for you. You can just DM me on Facebook. I have that website, heyronnie.com. I have to think about my own website. I don't go to my own website. heyronnie.com. I'm mostly DMing now. Everybody's DMing me, and everybody's using Boxer. That's another thing. My clients love Boxer. Do you know what a Boxer is? Do you use it?
No.
It's another app. It's sort of like a walkie-talkie, and they're like boxing. Should I buy this, or should I buy? I've got Boxers when people go to the grocery store. Should I get this or this? They're reading the labels now, but enjoying it. Like, is this good? It's like, well, does it have more sugar than protein? Yeah. Well, then don't get it.
Oh, wow.
You start understanding it, you know? So yeah, they can reach me at heyronnie.com, at Ronnie Loiza Fitness Planner, Ronnie Loiza Fitness Plan Designer on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Hey Ronnie Fit, and I'm on Instagram, Ronnie Loa, RONNIELOA. And I would love to talk to you. I love talking about what I do, because I really, my vision is to show and help women who are like me, who are busy and just feel overwhelmed and super busy, and like you're multitasking. Stop tasking and segment it, and see that you can do it, and just feel free about it, and feel at ease. Stop worrying about your body, and stop worrying about another diet and another calorie counting and all that. Stop worrying. Just ease that. And I love I'm so into what I do. I'm so into my clients, you know?
I think that is amazing, though. Like, don't worry, be happy.
And including you, Lady Myya, but for anybody, if they say, I saw you or I heard you through Lady Myya, and including you, Lady, if you want just a free 10, 15-minute conversation, or to take my 10-question quiz on your own. I grew up in the day where we used to do quizzes out of Cosmo magazine or something. You do like a little self-quiz and you find out something. If you want my 10-question quiz, which really starts opening up about your barriers and your fears and what's going on with you, and your biggest barriers to fitness, just DM me and I'll give that to you complimentary, because it really gets you on the right track to start thinking about all this. There is help, there is hope, there are solutions.
We love that. Okay, definitely. I appreciate that, Miss Ronnie. You're awesome. You are so awesome. Thank you so much for having, your fitness and planning and your personal training and everything that you have going on. It is needed, like you said, in this day. And, by you being able to be virtual with a lot of your viewers and your clients and different things like that. And I think that makes, we had to make it work some type of way, and the way that you're making it work that does it. That does it for a lot of different people, and for a lot of different varieties of mental people, like sometimes you just kind of got to get them out of pull them away from the grind sometimes, just to kind of get them to like, hey, how many pounds do you need to lose, or how would you like to feel, if you lost a few pounds? So, different things to look forward to, and I know you can drive it home.
Weight loss. It's also just feeling stronger, more vibrant, more energized, and more clarity of mind. A lot of people don't want to lose weight. They just want to eat better and work out and feel better.
Right. Exactly. So definitely those things are available to you guys, and so thank you so much, Miss Ronnie. You are amazing, and I thank you, my Mayan tribe. You guys rocked and rolled again.
Lady Myya, tomorrow morning, just you. What are you going to do tomorrow for a minute?
I'm going to lift the leg.
Leg lift? I'll take leg lifts and some abs in the morning. 1 minute, okay?
Okay. There's a whole lot of gut down there. I'm like, I don't know how that's going to work. I might break everything on the way down. Like, oh.
Choose something and I am texting you tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Myya Tribe, for joining us. We're gonna be aching tomorrow. But it's all right. It is quite all right. Thank you so much for joining us. So if you would like to be on the Lady Myya show, or if you would like to have something for me to ask some of the people that have been on the show, please hit me up at admin@ladymyya.com or ladymyya.com. That's MYYA. And you know why? 'Cause your homegirl is special. I want to hear your story. Go ahead. You can also text me at 214-529-0980. I look forward to talking to you.